Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Today, I wanted to give you guys my first impressions on Destiny. Now, these being first impressions, I reserve my right to change my mind down the road. But first off, let me start off by saying 3 things I don't like so we can end on a positive note on the 3 things I do like. Number 1 thing I don't like about Destiny is the multiplayer. Now, I went into multiplayer at a level 6, and everybody else was a higher level than me by 3 or 4 times. They were level 20, level 30, and I just didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that I just had my own weapons, and I haven't farmed, I haven't like ranked up all that much, but they were able to kill me simply because they have more game time than me, rather than they had more skill than me, which is very upsetting. Plus, I don't like the fact that they don't have kill cams. Like, I just died one time, I had no clue what killed me, and I had no clue how to not do that next time. So, kill cams are really a necessity in any multiplayer game now. So, that's the way I feel about that. Like I said, I reserve my right to change my mind. Maybe I'll like it once I am a higher level, but anyway, let's get on to the next thing. Next thing I don't like is the lack of tutorial, I want to say. Now, they do a fairly good job in the in-game menus of describing everything and what exactly they're used for. However, I still have stuff in my inventory where I just have no clue who I give it to or what it's for or what it's valued, and it's just a little bit not thrown together, but I feel like there could have been a little tutorial that says you give this type of thing to this person and this person does that thing. Now, of course, like I said before, it's very well explained in the in-game text that this is the gunsmith and it's pretty obvious this is how you get guns and this is what this is used for and all that sort of stuff, but I feel like it could be a little bit more polished to make it a little bit easier to maneuver through the maps and understand what you're supposed to do with what. And the last thing I don't like about it, which I'm positive you all have heard and maybe even experienced a little bit, is the repetitiveness, is the campaign, is the plotline or lack thereof. Running through each of these missions, however fun it may be, it is incredibly repetitive. It's being repetitive isn't necessarily a bad thing. If we look at Mario, then that game's very repetitive. You're jumping on blocks, you're getting upgrades, and you're moving on to the end of the level, and you do that like 50, 60 times, whatever. So repetitive, not necessarily a bad thing. However, I feel like Destiny is trying to be a grandiose story, and when you're trying to tell a story, making me go to the same mission over and over and over again doesn't really make me, it doesn't make me feel like I have completed this great journey, this great experience. It feels like I'm just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. Like each mission, I can tell you, I'm about to play a mission right now. I am going to go in there, I'm going to travel through the world, I'm going to get to my destination, and I am going to deploy the ghost, and he's going to do something, and then I am going to defend him for a while, and then we're going to beat a big boss, and then it'll be and then I'll get an upgrade, and then go back to whatever. So that doesn't really entice me. I don't really like that. However, I will say it's not entirely terrible because of the worlds they create, and I like the fact that you are, even if you're going back to the moon for like an 8th time, you're probably going to a different area of the moon. So that's nice. It's not completely repetitive, but it is there, and I feel like it does take away from the game, and the lack of storyline is just it's very apparent. Very apparent. I'm killing people and I have no clue why. I have no clue why these guys are bad. I know there was a something that came and we developed a lot as a human race, and then this darkness came, which is weird because they use it like it's almost metaphorically, like we have to fight back against the darkness. But it's like, what is the darkness? Are these people the darkness that we're fighting against? But they're kind of fighting against each other, so they're not like the Covenant. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just killing people, and I don't like that. However, there are 3 things that I love about this game. The first thing is the environments and the design of the game. You guys know me. The way you make me love your game is to trick me into thinking that I'm actually where you want me to be. On the moon, I looked up and I saw the stars. It was either dusk or dawn, I'm not quite sure. I saw the sun in the horizon. I looked up and I saw the earth, and it was whole and it was beautiful, and I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to be on the moon. Now, of course, not exactly, but everywhere you go, it feels like a real place. It's very alien, it's very science fiction-y, but it feels like real, authentic. That's the word. It feels authentic, and that is very, very awesome about this game. And it gets me every time, every mission. I'm like, wow, this is gorgeous, this is beautiful, I love it. And the sound is so good. The soundtrack is amazing, it's epic. It's Bungie who did the Halo, you know, and so it's very good. It's very, very entertaining. It keeps me in the world, which is an A+ in my book. The next thing I love about this is the actual gameplay. Now, I have chainsawed people in half. I have curb stomped people in Gears of War. I've cut off limbs of necromorphs in Dead Space, but nothing has been so satisfying as the gameplay in Destiny. I'm not sure why it is that way, but getting a headshot, seeing those numbers pop up, seeing the health bar go down and then explode because you shot him in the head, so satisfying, so satisfying. I can't convey to you how glorifying it is just to take out 3 enemies with 3 different shots of a pistol, and it's so good. It's so good. It's great. Gameplay, very good. Controls, very good. Now we're gonna get on to the other thing I love about it. I love the role-playing aspect of this game. Now, the 3 different tiers, classes, whatever you want to pick at the beginning doesn't quite matter. I picked the Warlock, I believe. I'm not quite sure if that's his name or not, but as far as I understand, the only things that are different between the classes is the grenades do something a little bit differently, the melee does something a little bit differently, and the special ability does something a little bit differently, which I personally kind of like. I like the fact that they're not all that different because I don't want to play it 3 times over if I don't have to. If they were different, I would probably love it because then I would have to play it 3 times over, and I'm a completionist in that way. So really, it's a negative for some people, it's a positive for me, it's also a negative for me. It's kind of, I'm wishy-washy, I'm 50-50 on it. So, but the actual role-playing aspects, the ranking up, the getting better gear, after every mission you are going to improve something. You are going to want to play another mission because of something you got the previous mission. At least I'm at level 9 right now, so that is where I'm at right now. And after every mission, it's like, oh, I got a new piece of armor. Ooh, I got a new gun. Ooh, I got something. I got a bounty to turn in that to get me credits to, you know, rank me up to get me XP. And then, ooh, I got a new ability. Now I can do this. And that first time you get that supercharged ability, oh, it was glorious. It was fantastic. I pressed the bumpers in, and then I shot out this awesome grenade of just explosivity, and it was epic, and it was satisfying. It was great. It was a great experience. So overall, this game is satisfying. Was it worth the hype that it had behind it? The Bungie new game, the new epic storyline? No, it wasn't worth it, but it is definitely a great game. If you're looking for something, you don't really care about the campaign, if you don't really care about the story in the campaign, and you don't really care for the multiplayer, but you love great gameplay, you love ranking up and that kind of stuff, this is the game for you. This is incredibly good for rewarding yourself. You know, you get through a mission, you get something. You kill this guy, you get something. You know, it's very good for that. Satisfying would be the best word to use, as I've used it like 5 times in this review or first impressions. So that is my thoughts on Destiny. Have you played it? Let me know. What console do you have it for? I have the Xbox One, as you guys may know, so that is my experience on it. It is gorgeous on the Xbox One. I don't care what you say, but oh, and the load times. Oh, the load times are horrible, but that's just next generation. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for liking this video, and tell me if you want more Destiny footage. I have a bunch of Destiny footage, and it is awesome and entertaining. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching yet again, and until the next absolutely beautiful Destiny morning, I will catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day.
Old names for Earth, Mars, on Venus in the pre-collapse holy text.
Shuttle to District 125 in 6 minutes.
Photographs from an ancient handheld communications device of the day the traveler arrived. What a find! Oh? Strange puzzle.